Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of ASMR My World. This week we have the wonderful new artist Ruby True ASMR. This young lady from England is doing some fantastic work with her channel. She's a little bit of a sensation. She's kind of catching on and taking off right now. And I can't believe I'm working with somebody that is just doing so well right now in the ASMR community. A lot of people are struggling to get noticed, to get views, to get subscribers, and Ruby True ASMR is making short order of that. And it shows in her wonderful work that she does. I met her through Tippy Tappy ASMR. He introduced us, kind of maybe indirectly, but she and I had a nice conversation about him and how nice a guy he was, and then I saw they were collaborating together, and she was attracted to the show that I'm doing, ASMR My World, and what we were hoping to offer people, showcase artists expressing their personal issues, their personal health issues, and how ASMR has helped either heal them or alleviate their conditions. And it's amazing to me how many of these artists that I admire and respect go through so many hardships almost on a daily basis. A lot of them really do struggle to lead a normal life that everybody else literally takes for granted. And I think it's their witness to all of us, how they deal with these struggles, that is really the amazing part. Opening up and telling these personal stories, their backgrounds, and their health issues is really not easy. I know myself, going through some recent health issues, that it's very hard. You feel self-conscious about everything you do, from eating, the way you breathe when you walk, your appearance, and how you may or may not look to other people. You get the looks, you get people staring, you get people asking questions, and everybody's polite and everybody is considerate and caring, but it's still something you have to deal with on a regular basis. And I see a lot of the artists that we have on this series outwardly look wonderful. They're wonderful, healthy-looking smiles. The girls always have their makeup on. They always look perfect. And then you find out they have these terrible issues that are debilitating to their bodies and their minds and their spirit, and how it breaks them down. And it really has made me think. It really has opened my eyes to the world around me. I used to tell friends that were hurting, some people wear their scars on the outside. You can see them. Some people wear their scars on the inside. But you always got to remember, you never know what anybody is dealing with. You just don't know what people deal with on a daily basis. And I think it's really important to be considerate when you talk to people and you interact, to try to be as considerate and polite as you can and kind to those around you. You really do not know what other people are going through. And you don't know what kind of harm you can do just by not being a nice person, as odd as that sounds. And being kind is free. I've said it before and I'll keep saying it. Being kind to others is free. It doesn't cost you anything to be nice. And it goes a long way to making the world a better place for everyone to live in. Spreading kindness and being polite is a much better way to go through the world than spreading darkness and hate. So, I said my little tiny piece. I want to get right into what Ruby True ASMR has to say. She's got a lot to say, and her witness spans quite a lot of her life, and I want you to listen. Give her a chance. Go back through these episodes. Listen to the words that these people are saying. How they deal with strife and adversity every day. And it's not a big deal to leave a nice comment, share, and subscribe. Be supportive. Help these people that have reached out and tried to add their voice to this series and are leaving a mark that people can go back and study and see the benefits of ASMR and how this community came together to help each other. I think that's important to realize. And if your heart's in the right place, it'll come out. Good things will happen. So keep those good thoughts. Be kind. Don't forget to sub, leave a comment, and share. It really does help when you share these videos and you share these channels. Okay? All right. No further delays. I present you Ruby True ASMR. Until next week, bye-bye.
Hey, how's it going? Hi, I'm Ruby True, and I just wanted to say thank you to Tira for giving many people this opportunity to talk about the ASMR experience. I actually found and started doing ASMR because of many things in my life, and I'm excited to share them with you and hopefully be able to resonate with some of you and help you feel less alone. Because I really feel like that's what ASMR does. It brings a community of people together, all looking for tingles, relaxation, and a connection with each other. I'm also gonna be making loops and ASMR sounds as we go along. a really tough place. And I was struggling mentally and physically. So let's start at the beginning, with my health. Many years ago, I was diagnosed with chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia. And it was really hard for me because I was a really active, outgoing person. I say was, I still am. But I felt like chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia were slowly stealing away parts of me. And the things I used to enjoy, seeing friends, dancing, sports, was slowly being taken away from me. And I was just existing. And almost 10 years to feel that much better, but it worked. And at the time I was streaming on Twitch. I was playing games like The Sims and just chilling out playing The Sims. And my community and viewers would tell me, Ruby, you know, your voice is like ASMR to me. And I was like, the weird ear thing. What? I don't understand. But the more people said it, I thought I would check it out. And this was the time that I had my mega anxiety and depression. Yes, physically I was getting better, things were getting better. But I was, mega anxiety and depression. Looking back, I have no idea how I pushed myself to do my yoga teacher training. It was kind of like I'm gonna get out of this depression, I'm gonna learn to become a yoga teacher, I'm gonna help other people and help myself kind of moment. This is it. This is it. This is what I'm gonna do. This is gonna make me feel better. So, while I was doing my yoga teacher training, I started looking at ASMR. And I'm slipping into softly spoken now because apparently that's where my ASMR career started, with my voice and people telling me, oh, Ruby, your voice is like really relaxing, you should do ASMR, blah 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 blah. And I started watching it, and I started using it to sleep, because while I was training, doing my yoga teacher training, I was staying in a Buddhist temple most weekends, and I was sleeping in a dorm, so I'd put my headphones in and I would listen to some ASMR. And I had instant relief from anxiety. My favorite videos for anxiety that worked like magic, like nothing I'd ever done in my life, are plucking. Just someone taking away and lifting. The anxiety away, brushing away any negative energy. Just get that bit there, and that bit there, and there. Taking deep breaths and just, there we go. Just lifting away any negative energies around you. Feeling light, 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 light. Calmer, calmer, calmer. There we go. And so it began. I had found a way of helping people online on a mass scale, because all I wanted to do when I started my yoga teacher training was help people, and I'd found ASMR, and it was something that I could do online, where I normally streamed on Twitch, and help people. And so it began, and ASMR has become a huge part of my life. I started streaming ASMR regularly. It took me a whole year to save up for a binaural microphone. I was using my Yeti, and I still love my Yeti. Bless its soul, it's full of slime. And my viewers and people started really responding to ASMR. And for me to see and hear the feedback of how much something like ASMR could help people, help me. Like, I was ready to quit on life. I'm not talking a little bit depressed. I'm talking, I phoned my mum and I said to her, I'm calling you because I don't think I want to live anymore, and I'm scared. So finding ASMR gave me so much joy. Not only had I found yoga, mindfulness, and meditation to help me physically get through my fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue symptoms, I'd found ASMR to help me with my mental health, and I found an amazing community of people. Now, Twitch wasn't the place that we know now with a ASMR section. I used to stream ASMR in just the IRL section, which was entertaining, and then Twitch obviously saw us out there doing our tingly thing and gave us our own section. And soon people asked if I had a YouTube, so I started uploading on YouTube regularly this year, 2019, and I loved the way I can create things on YouTube, and the community of people here have warmed my heart so much. You are amazing. So combining my love of yoga, mindfulness, meditation, and ASMR, I am on a mission to make people feel good, because you are worthy of happiness. You are worthy of happiness. And so I like to try and bring my affirmations, maybe sometimes chanting and some mantras and some real mindfulness into the content I create. really help people in the way others have helped me with ASMR. Because I really don't know where I'd be without ASMR. And having the feedback from people, I've heard so many stories from you people out there, makes it all worth it. And also because of my love of yoga, I've fallen in love with sound therapy. And I really hope that one day ASMR gets the recognition it deserves as a legitimate sound therapy, because it's helping millions of people regularly. So now I regularly stream ASMR, and I also have a large collection, you can see some of them here, of singing bowls. I did qualify as a yoga teacher. I did pass and finished all my tests. I also trained as a Thai yogic massage therapist. Though my body isn't up to giving massages regularly, it was still nice to learn. But it's something I know I can do and my body can sustain, is sound. So though I am a lot better, I would say my pain levels before, when I started, were like here, maximum pain. And I would say now, after years of yoga, I'm working on it mentally and physically, gently, I'm about here. If I have a long, stressful day, lots of walking, and maybe I don't eat enough or eat the right foods, then my body will flare up and be a little mad at me, and I'll need rest for days, or a day, or 2 days. You never really know. So now I'm kind to myself. I look after myself and keep myself in this kind of area of pain, which I hope one day will be not very big. But sadly, arthritis runs in the family, so I'm already feeling a bit of that. But we good. In 2020, I have signed up to train as a sound therapist, and in 2021 I shall, fingers crossed, have a diploma in sound therapy, and I'm so excited. Not only does this mean I'll have more knowledge to share with people and help more people, but I'll be able to get insured to run sessions to the public, like sound baths. If you've never been to a sound bath, it's so good. And I hope one day we could go to ASMR baths. It's the best. So yeah, starting in February, I'm going to college, and I will be learning more about sound. Because I think whether it's sound therapy through instruments, and I think a lot of ASMR artists use a lot of sound therapy tools. Like, you've probably seen singing bowls, you've probably seen chimes, you've probably seen drums, and all sorts of things in ASMR. So the lines blur. So I'm really excited to gain more knowledge. I hope me sharing my story has inspired you and helped you in some way, or at least given you tingles. I want you to know, no matter how hard things feel right now, you have everything within you to be successful, to be strong, kind, and an amazing human being. And sometimes that's all we need to hear. And I want to thank ASMR for telling me that. I want to thank all the ASMR artists out there, making fun, interesting, creative, beautiful, heartfelt content. I love you all. Thank you for being so awesome. Oh, and if this is your first time seeing me, I'm not like a giant hippie. Well, I am. Kind of am. I also really like horror, so I make some really bizarre ASMR sometimes. But I think that's the great thing about ASMR. You can bring humour, you can bring light, you can bring healing to to so many people of so many different tastes. So whatever you're struggling with, I'm so glad you found ASMR. And thank you so much.